All right, now with Kevin Stefanski being out as Cleveland Browns head coach, attention shifts squarely to Andrew Berry. He didn't hold back on Kevin Stefanski. He said, look, man, you was a cool dude, but we didn't see enough progress. It's as simple as that. I got a job I'm trying to keep, and I ain't getting my ass fired just because you getting your ass fired. You have got to go. We got to break down what Andrew Berry said. We got G. Bush in the barbershop. We got to get the Ken Carmen. It's a lot of things we got to get to. Andrew Berry, G, but none of these people are holding back on Kevin Stefanski, man. People are trying to make it seem like Kevin Stefanski is some sympathetic victim in this situation and this nasty work. Welcome to Keep the Vision. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share the channel, hit that bell notification, and hype the video. Let's get right into what Andrew Berry had to say. Only going to play a couple seconds of this. Wanted to get to this main part.
And ultimately, this decision is born from the fact that we've ultimately felt like we did not see enough progress in areas that were controllable, independent of certain game outcomes. Everything that we do is with the idea of bringing a perennial winner to Cleveland. And this decision falls in that bucket as well.
So you heard him say it. Look, there wasn't enough progress, dude. You've been here for 6 years. We've lost like 26 games in the last 2 years or something crazy like that. The progress has not been made. G. Bush has been laying this thing down for y'all all season long. All you had to do was listen. All you had to do was listen. Let's listen to what G. Bush recently just said on a barbershop about this.
So when you asking, why is this guy not in? Why is this guy not in? Why is Andrew Berry not getting fired? Why is he not? The reality of the situation is they're giving you that. It's whether you want to accept it or not. They're telling you what it's going to be and how it's going to be. And so, people can be upset, and Kevin Stefanski, is no longer going to be the head coach of the organization. And I think, when you are in the media or you're a fan, you grow an attachment to people. It's part of the game. I think Kevin Stefanski is a good person. And look, he could probably get better and work on some of the things that he didn't do well here in another place. But let's please not act like Kevin Stefanski did not have some of the same things that have plagued him as well.
Exactly. Let's stop acting like this dude is a victim and he was done wrong and all of this stuff. No, man. Kevin Stefanski gave up play calling twice. Kevin Stefanski had a bad relationship with Baker Mayfield. Kevin Stefanski wasn't good, man.
The reality of the situation is Kevin Stefanski turned his offensive playbook over twice. Kevin Stefanski fired 2 offensive coordinators. One is Alan Van Pelt, and the other one's Ken Dorsey. He also got rid of the running backs coach, Stump Mitchell. He changed over a lot of the roster. His offense is even at the top of the spectrum when they had Odell Beckham Jr. and Jarvis Landry, Nick Chubb and Kareem Hunt in their prime, Baker Mayfield. Picks, top number 1 picks all over. His offense was still not great. When we talk about the offense, we talk about the offense. And a lot of people, we get to it and they say, you have all this emotion in it. But the people that watch these film breakdowns, I break down why his offense is not very good. I know that's a lot of people don't do that, because they're not breaking tape down. But the reality of the situation is when you break the tape down and people see, it's not a very creative offense. And I'm not the only person who said it. Chase Daniel says it. Sean King says it. Drew Bledsoe says it. Kurt Warner talks about it. So it's just, I'm not just giving you my opinion on it. I'm giving you guys, Hanford Dixon, Phil Taylor, Josh Cribbs, Eric Metcalf. I'm just telling you what the players are saying, but we disregard that. The offense has not been good. Also, let's talk about some of the things in the blunders and timeouts and clock management. Those are things that we don't take into consideration. Kevin Stefanski has 17 other different things that go into his classification of why he got fired. And a lot of them have to do with his offense.
Yeah. And Kevin Stefanski has to wear some of this. He does not have a clean slate in this. I know a lot of people want Andrew Berry gone. Look, I'm not sitting here standing on the fence for Andrew Berry, but Kevin Stefanski had to go regardless.
A lot of them has to do with his communication style. Let's be clear. You don't think they went and asked Myles Garrett? They asked Myles Garrett. And Myles Garrett said, hey, I want to win. That isn't a shining endorsement. Go ask people who left here. There were people, Odell Beckham Jr. told people, receivers, I want no parts of this. When young guys asked about going to Cleveland, one of the things was, I don't know when to play in this offense. Ask Baker Mayfield's opinion of Kevin Stefanski's offense. Ask Deshaun Watson about his opinion. Ask Joe Flacco before he left what he thought about the offense. The reality of the situation is, out of all the people that people were going to talk to people in the locker room, not one quarterback, not one offensive dude in the tenure stepped up and said, Kevin Stefanski's offense makes players better. I would love to play in this. Go ask the journeyman. DTR ain't saying it. None of them are saying it. Shedeur Sanders definitely ain't saying it. So we got to get to a point where I know today people will be a little upset, but let's not act like Kevin Stefanski did not have a big role in what he was doing. He just didn't get it done.
That it's as simple as that. Kevin Stefanski didn't get it done. We don't need to sit here and make him seem like some sympathetic figure or some victim in this situation. Let's see what Ken Carman had to say.
Will be okay with that, with Barry still in charge. I wonder what the percentage breakdown is. I am not somebody who is thrilled with that because I think that has the potential to limit the strength of the type of candidate that he might put in place.
You bet your ass. You bet your ass. Well, now hold on. Now let me think about this. By the way, when do you want me to open up the list? When do you want me to open it up? 9:20, 9:40.
Oh, you're going to do it today?
He just got let go. I said I'd open up the list when he gets let go. When do you want me to open up the list?
Okay. Well, it's tough because
9:20.
It's tough
right.
because
9:23. Open up the list.
He immediately is going to get interviewed. Well, obviously, if the reports are accurate, he immediately is going to get interviewed in New York.
So this
Atlanta. I keep seeing Atlanta from everybody.
But we'll have restrictions.
Atlanta sounds like a place.
We're going to have restrictions on who we can interview outside of Zooms. I think that's what has been laid out over the last few days, which, man, there would have been nobody better to do a Zoom interview than Paul DePodesta, and now he's gone, so you lose that.
The Browns have officially posted that they've relieved Kevin Stefanski of his duties. We're just getting throughout NFL circles, and now we're getting the push-button notifications. Throughout NFL circles, they believe that Andrew Berry is good. So if they believe Andrew Berry is good, then should this or should this not be a more attractive job than what we are making it out to be? I'm asking. It should be. Unless the rest of the NFL is just in on this ruse against us, which certainly Browns fans would believe at this point, considering how bad things have been over the last how many years. Unless we're just getting the wool pulled over our eyes by the rest of the NFL, then if Andrew Berry is as good as what the rest of the NFL tells us, then this list shouldn't even be good enough. There should be all types of different big names coming out here for this job, shouldn't there be?
It depends what's open, obviously. If Baltimore opens up, that
Jimmy Haslam speaking at 9:45.
Man, Andrew Berry, listen, man, I think he saved his ass with this most recent draft class with Shedeur Sanders, Carson Swetzinger, Mason Graham. He made a hell of a trade back from 2 to 5, picked up Quinshawn Judkins, made a trade, for the corner. I think he saved his ass for one more season. Now, the guys he drafted in this past draft have to step up their game, and the guys he drafted on this year have to be hits as well for him to sustain his job. Cleveland Browns going to have to win 7-8 games for him to keep his job. So we'll see what happens there. But get down in the comments. Let me know what you think. This is Keep the Vision. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share the channel.